and all they see is some drunk Greek dude with a bucket on his head, wearing French panties with a bollock hanging out.
Tonight we've got a really good guest. We've got I'd say a risen star in the world of comedy. He's been nominated for the Edinburgh Fringe Award twice. He's on everything at the moment. We were saying, if you stick on your Instagram, he's on everything. Every TV show there is going.
Even Mastermind.
Even Mastermind. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Don't watch that one.
He's a very, very funny man. We met him at, the first time we met him was actually in the Princes Street Johnny Walker experience, where he was comparing a comedy day there, and he did stitch us up with his
with a terrible intro,
which we'll get to, I'm sure. And then we spent some time with him at the Altitude Comedy Festival, which is a great comedy festival. If you like skiing, we'd highly recommend you do that. So we saw him in action there. He is a very, very funny man, and he likes to drink. So please, will you welcome to the stage for It's the Drink Talking, Emmanuel Sonubi!
Yay! Welcome.
How you doing?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, so that was a much nicer introduction, wasn't it, to the one that you gave us when we were doing a daytime gig at the Johnny Walker experience, and you were comparing it, and we were just doing a tasting. To quite a sort of mid...
And it was very much like this. It wasn't a comedy club. It was nice people that wanted to come and see the Johnny Walker, because they had the shop downstairs, and this was like the upstairs tour. So it was, it was completely unnecessary, and I'm still not sorry, if I'm being honest. It was... It was just really fun to see your faces as you walked out.
Why don't you tell the audience what the thing was?
So... there was a family. It was the mum, dad, and the daughter. Wasn't it?
That was that.
And I played a very harmless game of Would You Rather. Just asking general questions to see their family dynamic. And we'd do some comedy beforehand, and literally just as I brought them up, I was like, right, so would you rather, this was to the girl, would you rather watch your parents have sex every day for the rest of your life, or join in once and stop it forever? Hold that. I was like, hold that thought. Thinking drinkers, everyone. And then
we were on to this, and it's like...
all these blue rinses just looking at us like that, and then we were like, so this whiskey is distilled using 3 types of barley, and we just didn't claw it back. I mean, it wasn't entirely your fault. I think we were a bit shit as well. It was good, and it's a dilemma. I'm still not sure what the right answer is.
There's no
I know there is, right? No, it depends what your parents look like, I suppose.
More questions, if anything.
Yeah.
You go join in once, all the way? Like,
To
the end? Can you just go and then be done? Like, there's just questions.
And how long do you have to watch for?
Yeah, well, that depends on them.
Are you in the room, or is it filmed?
Yeah.
Do they send it to you on your phone, or you could just dismiss it?
Anyway, there's loads of questions, really.
Yeah, but thank you for that.
Anyway. So we've already got beer on the go. So
yes.
We'll probably talk about this is the one drink that wasn't suggested by Emmanuel. You do like Guinness, don't you?
I do love Guinness.
As a beer, but we've had Guinness before. The reason...
Well, I'll be honest, right? I got in touch. There's this really wonderful brewing company called Duvel Mortgat, and they've got loads of amazing breweries all over the world. And they've got a Czech beer. And you previously will find out you used to be a bouncer, and I was like, I know what Czechs do. They bounce. And I thought, that's a good fucking link, isn't it? Yeah, so well done there. So I was like, I'll get a Czech beer. I mean, it's tenuous, but it doesn't matter, does it? So I
just lost so much respect for you.
I know. Look, we spent our lives trying to link drinks to some kind of context. Anyway, so I got in touch with them and said, look, can we have some beer, that Czech beer? And they were like, we don't do it anymore. Don't bring it in. It's called Bernard, really good beer. But they do this one. So this is called La Chouffe, and it's got a gnome on the front, and it's very strong. And they're little, you're big, and you're strong. So that was the link, really. It's got a little red hat. Have you ever worn a red hat?
I haven't worn a
Good,
red hat.
well, brilliant. Have you ever ridden a unicycle?
No.
Well, okay, fuck it. You could have said yes. But there's a little gnome called Marcel who rides on this little bike, and it's a Belgian beer from the Ardennes region of Belgium. It's got mountains in the Ardennes. Oh, that's the link. We went to the mountains with you. That'll do it. That'll do it.
You really like skiing, don't you?
Oh, I love skiing. It's the worst thing. I hate skiing. So it was the first time we did. This was kind of my fault. The first time I went skiing, I convinced myself I could learn off YouTube, because you can learn everything off YouTube. And it seemed pretty easy. I was like, it's just a skateboard strapped to your foot. But I've been on a skateboard, and I watched the video, and not only did the video look quite easy, the guy said I was doing well. So I thought, yeah, I can do this. No one told me, and I didn't ask for different types of ski slopes. So my first ski slope I went down was a black. And I nearly fucking died. It was, it was just tumbling the whole way down on this snowboard. I cracked my coccyx. It was horrible.
Really?
Oh, it was really, really bad. I was
Okay,
like,
that isn't so funny.
Yeah, it was watching, because that's the thing. You can't tell that someone's like hurt their coccyx at that point. You just look like you need to shit. You're just waddling around everywhere, and so that was that time. And then you think altitude. I thought, do you know what? I'm going to take some lessons. I'm going to be responsible. So I had a snowboarding lesson. It was an hour lesson, and in that hour lesson, I did not fall over once. And I told myself, I was like, do you know what? You are pretty good at this. You should probably compete. I was like, well, I've seen cool runnings. I know it can be done. I was like, you should compete. You've got a few years to get ready, but you are quite a natural at this once you've been shown. And then I went down a red, like the easy one, and even still there.
No, the red's not. That's just one down from the black. That's still really,
Is it?
really hard. Yeah.
Now we see why this is happening.
Yeah.
And literally, pretty much the same thing happened when I fell down. Lucky I had a helmet on this time, and smashed my back to pieces. And then I had to, and this is sort of maybe 20% way down, so I had to walk the rest of the way down and then climb up another mountain to get to the altitude party that they have right at the top.
Yeah.
Got there, sat down, and then just had Brett go, right, and the last song for today, I thought, for fuck's sake, I've missed the whole party anyway. And then I had to get my way back down. And so I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to go and sit down there and I'm going to get drunk.
It's not for you.
No, it's not for me.
So the mountain reference is a bit shit as well.
Okay, all right. But anyway.
No real reason.
You're just bringing back all the trauma.
No, I know,
Have you
sorry.
got a drink called Dead Left? Yeah. Let's get that one out, shall we?
I don't know. The beer, right, it's called La Chouffe. It's a Saison beer, and a Saison is a Belgian-style beer that used to traditionally be brewed, pour some in there, in the wind before refrigeration. Brew it in the winter, put loads of herbs and spices to prolong it over the summer, and then give it to field workers who were thirsty in the field and were operating heavy machinery, which is odd because this was like 8%. So I don't know how they got anything done. But it's a Saison's beer. It's a really easy drinking beer. It's got coriander in there. And different types of hops, and it's a classic Belgian beer from the Ardennes. Wallonia, in the bottom of Belgium, it's got hills, it's got mountains, mate, and the Ardennes famous for pate as well. Yeah, and this is, like I say, this is Marcel. They claim on the website that Marcel does all the brewing, but he's a fictional gnome, so I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true.
If you go to Belgium and you have your beers, then they always serve it in a very specific glass, so that's why we put it in there. And there's a lot of head on that beer. You can never have too much head. There's definitely, and if you dip your finger into it, that's when you can taste all the hop, the bitterness. That's all being trapped in there, and it's keeping all the oxygen. So it's important, isn't it? Head is
a good thing.
Is a good thing. So that was the beer. No relevance to you, Emmanuel, but have you enjoyed it?
Well, I have enjoyed it, and strong beer, when it is made quite nicely, it does taste great.
Yeah. Thanks very much.
Yeah. Thank you for that on the bottle. It tastes great. So we're going to go all the way back to the start of your drinking life now. So tell us, when did you start drinking? Was it legally?
Oh, God, no.
Okay. Yeah, it really is.
No, I'm going to guess our first one was probably around 14.
Okay.
In fact, no, it would have been. So it was a mixture of stuff. One, our rugby teacher at school was pretty much a proper alcoholic, saying that actually, because he'd only take us to games that had a club bar. And we figured this out like after we'd lost like 9 games in a row. We had literally a secondary school playing Saracens amateurs. I remember they beat us 88-0. But they had a bar, and he got himself a pint, and then just got us a load of shandies. And before that, when we were kids, remember those Bass shandies that you buy in the shop?
Yeah.
So we all thought it was that, but then it was actually he'd done Stella and lemonade. So at 14, we're thinking, oh, this is great. And that's probably where that started. And then there was actually one day that we snuck out of school and got from London down to, I think we went to Brighton and went on a day piss up. We all like sort of went in sick. Everyone had different illnesses, and then we went and got smashed down. And you were kids, I don't know what the hell we were thinking. Like, 14, 15, and it was like £1 a pint, which for us was a lot of money at that point. And we went into and actually that one, we went into this pub, and about 10 to 1, it just started filling up with men. And we just thought, we are in the wrong pub.
All right pub, depending, you know.
Something just doesn't seem right, because they were just getting like really seedy as they were coming in. And then it was for your viewing pleasure, and then a stripper walked out. And we're like 15, just like, there's boobs. There's like, there really are 2 of them, there's boobs. It was. And then she's literally, it was one of those where it weren't nice at all. She was walking around afterwards with a pint glass, and that's how she was doing the tips. And so when she did that, all of us, there's like 8 of us, would run into the toilet, so we didn't have to, we'd have to...
Is that why you ran into the toilet?
We ran into the toilet for that. But we did loads of drinking back then. It was terrible. Then even my mate's dad was a big whiskey drinker, so I'd go around there for dinner, and he'd just have a bottle of whiskey on the table, and he would just let us drink it.
Okay, let's change this up to when you're 18, because we're hopefully getting a bit more responsible. Were you drinking in pubs then? Have you always been someone who enjoyed drinking in boozers?
Yeah, because I've always played rugby, so that's kind of the lifestyle.
Yeah.
Did you have to drink pints through underpants and that, standing on a chair?
Is there any other way to do it? Yeah. I've drunk pints through shoes, in a bucket. There's not a lot I have. I think the thing I drink a pint at least is probably a glass.
Okay.
There's loads of
It's
stuff.
weird how that rugby culture that hasn't translated to football. So I played football, but we used to go with go to other unis, and then we'd play there. I was at Brighton, went to Portsmouth or whatever, play Portsmouth, and then the rugby team would all be doing weird rituals, and we'd just be there. I remember there was one guy, he stood up on a chair, and his task, this is not drink related, was to place as many onion barges as possible in his foreskin.
Yeah, sounds like right.
Yeah, and he just stood there.
How many did you get?
5.
How big were they?
They were like they were kind of M&S style, not the ones you get in a
not
Indian
ones,
restaurant.
Yeah.
That'll be vulgar.
Yeah.
And I remember just thinking who came up with that?
This is completely normal. I'm like saying
So what would you drink with those onion barges?
That's the link. The thing is, there would have been someone who would have then had to eat those.
Yeah. We'd left by then. We got on the coach and were waiting for the rugby team.
That would have definitely happened.
Yeah.
It was. I think my first rugby tour was Great Yarmouth, and on a rugby tour, especially if you're first one, you're the tour virgin, and that's what people call you. No one's allowed to call you by your first name. You're just virgin, and at some point, you will get wrapped and tapped, which is basically where they will strip you and take industrial cellophane and wrap you to something, and then leave you there for a while. And the embarrassing thing is, like, you're going to get stripped. And I knew they were going to do this, so after we played the game, I just didn't put my clothes back on. I just literally showered, moisturised, I'm not an animal. Put my shoes on, went into the bar naked, and they're like, okay, Emmanuel, put your clothes on. I was like, no. Like, you can't strip me if I'm already naked, can you? I was like, what are you going to do now? Make me get dressed? I was like, I'm actually quite fine, thank you very much. And there's the whip, so I just stayed naked for a while. It was really quite liberating, actually.
Brilliant.
Flipping heck. Is that why you're into the Guinness then, is the rugby culture as well?
Yeah.
There's a lot of Guinness being drunk there.
And that's the thing, with rugby culture, if you get more than, I reckon, 4 rugby players together, then you are drinking. Like, and that's, I think, my favourite thing about rugby culture is you can go anywhere in the world. If you meet another rugby player, you are friends straight away. And I've done it I was down in Bath doing comedian, and just chatting to this guy afterwards. And one of them played for Wales, and then they had a few other played some from local teams. And literally, by the time there's sort of 5, 6 of us, all it took was someone put their drink down, and someone else just went health and safety. The moment they did that, I was like, well, we're drinking now, and then it just turned into carnage. It was so much fun.
It's like those drinking games where they put the peg with the peg, and it's just there's a thing where someone has a closed peg, and as you're chatting, and if they put the peg on you don't notice, and they shout peg, you then have to drink the drink. And if you play that for like a couple of hours, you just become an absolute paranoid wreck. Just all the time going like this.
The way it is someone will shout peg and then count down from 5.
Yes, that's right.
And then you just see people freaking out, pulling their clothes off. It's amazing. It's so much fun.
It's great fun. It's good for one's mental health.
Yeah, my son plays rugby now. Like my house is a rugby house. My son plays, my daughter plays, my niece plays, and the under 11s team, and they were asking me, do I want to chaperone the tour? I was like, you don't want that. you do not want that. Like, I will make your child neck a pint of Ribena. Like, it's just going to get
That'd
weird.
be worse, though, wouldn't it? It'd be jacked up on sugar.
We're going to have another drink because we're going to all that talk of responsible drinking. Means we can talk about your next drink that you have suggested, and everyone else is going to get a really discerning small sample of this. We're drinking Smirnoff Ice.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, okay.
Look, no one said it would be highbrow, all right?
Yeah, it just...
Come on.
Everyone had just gone back straight to 2000, haven't they?
Yeah.
So this is 25 years old. 25 years old this year, folks.
Yeah.
Doesn't that make you feel old?
So tell us about the Turbo Shandy. So we've got a Turbo Shandy. We couldn't, we're not, as Ben said, we're not made of money. So you guys have just got a little sip of.
It's reassuringly
Smirnoff
expensive,
Ice
isn't
is
it?
having a massive comeback at the moment.
It shouldn't. It should not.
well, it is. Young people really are drinking. Who thinks young people don't drink? They do. They really do.
It's okay.
Apparently, they just haven't had much money. But when they have their money, they're spending it on booze. And Smirnoff Ice is actually resurgent at the moment. It's 25 years old, and it's got a vodka base in it, and then they put a sort of, essentially Sprite, I suppose. Citrus, fizzy.
It was kind of one of the first alco pops, really, wasn't it?
Yeah. You had 2 dogs. Do you remember 2 dogs?
VK Blue, VK Ice, VK Green.
Do you remember Hooch? Reef, which was orange juice.
Just shouting hooch now.
Bacardi Breezers.
Can I just say, a little claim to fame here? I got flown out to Hollywood by Bacardi to interview. I was working on a drinks magazine to interview the cats that were in the Bacardi advert. I got taken into their trailer and was left alone in the trailer with 3 cats because there's 3 of them.
They didn't know he's on a register.
I should have been. And
Never
there's a PR woman there who just said, I'll leave you to talk to them, and back in half an hour.
Yeah, that is grim.
That is.
So why are we having this, Emmanuel? Why have you suggested this?
What?
No, it is like this. This is bad. Come on, why are we having this? When did you have this drink?
This was literally. This was Falaraki 2000.
Right. The glory years.
Yeah. Club 1830s. Falaraki 2. Do you ever think back as now as an adult and go 1830? What 30-year-old wants to go clubbing with a bunch of 18-year-olds? That's too far a gap, isn't it?
I don't know.
It is.
I'd go 18.
This just
48.
This just tastes like regret. All of this.
That is. Man.
Charles and Diana, she was 19, he was 31, same difference.
Yeah, that ended well, didn't it?
I know.
So this was what you were drinking?
This would be start of the night, get drunk as quickly as you can, and you start just turbo shandy. If you really want to do it properly, you put a shot of vodka in that as well, because apparently the smell of ice isn't enough.
Yeah.
And you would literally just play drinking games with these and just nick them. And it just got you absolutely smashed. And then at 12 o'clock, you'd go for a tactical chunder. That's which, again, that's a
Drink
weird
less,
thing,
drink
isn't
better,
it?
everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
And we literally thought the science was making more room for alcohol. We're so clever.
Yeah.
Idiots.
What would you have it with? Because we've had it with Stella. Would you have had it with a Stella?
Yeah.
Because Stella's an interesting one, isn't it? Sort of. When I drank it at university, it really was seen as the sort of posh choice, and then they did that whole reassuringly expensive campaign. And now, who likes Stella now? Is it
David Beckham.
David
Saying
Beckham?
that though, there wasn't really. There's more options now for beer than there ever was. Like
Yeah.
you had Stella, you had Foster's, you had Kronenberg. That
Yeah.
was it.
Yeah.
If you drunk anything else, you were probably weird and no one taught you.
Yeah.
John Smith's. That was right the other one.
Do you remember Caffrey's? We were talking about Caffrey's there. Do you remember Caffrey's?
Yeah,
Like
I never drunk it.
No.
It was literally, it was either those ones or a Guinness. Those are the only 5 drinks I've ever really gone for. But then now, there's so many different choices. So
Well, there's La Chouffe. I don't know if I've told you about that. It's 8%. It's really good, really well balanced.
I like Stella, and I used to love it, and I went to the brewery, and it's a pretty good story. It's actually decent beer when you drink it there. And I went with my first girlfriend, whose parents actually drove me over there, and I drank a lot of it. And then it was the first time I met them, and I had to puke out of their car window as they drove me down the motorway
Yeah.
in Belgium. And that was my great experience with Stella Artois. I haven't really gone back to it. So.
I judged a Stella Artois pouring championship. This was a low point.
I don't know.
When they were trying,
Breeze of Cats is pretty.
yeah, I know.
low.
There was this point where they were trying to reassuring expense. They were trying to promote it as the premium lager
yeah,
all over Europe, and then they had this like sommelier championships in Belgium where you had to pour the perfect pint and then take it over to the judges, place it on a little doily with the right without spilling it, obviously, and then you'd get the bottle and then they'd pour one at the table and you'd have to judge them on that. And there was about 60 contestants and we didn't drink. I didn't drink 60 Stellas. I mean, by the end, the judges are getting really leery at the end.
amazing to watch you do that.
You're rubbish.
But it is shit.
Get me some food.
I don't know why I'm still drinking. It's fucking horrible.
I don't know. Might as well. You've got to close it. Where are you closing after this?
I'm at the comedy store after this.
Okay,
So
brilliant.
here's the thing. I never drink before a show.
Oh, okay.
Right? No, I stopped doing it because, what was it? I think 2023 at the Fringe, this was actually the start of my last tour show. I told the whole story. I accidentally got really drunk after day drinking for like 6 hours before a show. Yeah, it wasn't really my fault if you think about it. Because Underbelly, you get if you're an act, you get given free soft drinks. So we were like, well, there's a plan here, isn't there? So we went to the shop and just bought bottles of gin, and then we'd go to the bar. Can I have a pint of tonic, please? Fools! And then it was literally just going. It started off sort of discreetly, but by the time it ended the bottle, we just in the middle of George Square. But because we were day drinking, we sat down. I thought, we're actually all right.
Yeah.
And I used to say to people, like, day drinking. Do you ever, you ever been day drinking? I thought, why don't we do this more? I feel great, in fact. And then literally stood up and thought, oh, fuck, you cannot see, let alone... everything is wrong right now. And we've got to Late and Live. It's now 1 a.m, and you know what Late and Live's like, and it was packed on this one. And I'm literally on stage, and I start telling my banging Jim joke, right? Because I was like, tell a joke that you know in and out. Just go into autopilot, because right now you can't see. Just tell this joke and don't fall off the stage. And this is a joke that lands every time I've ever told it. And I told it to this packed room, 400 or 500 people. Maybe 8 people laughed. And it just fell dead. And I was just like, the fuck? that always lands, and it turns out it did land the first time I told it. I was so drunk, I told the same joke twice, and like, not even twice in the same set, like back to back. I literally, apparently I told the joke and then just started the joke again and told the joke again, and like, literally, and I didn't, because I was stood on stage like, the fuck is this? And then it was Dean at the stage goes, you just told that joke. I was like, oh, right, everyone, let me explain what's happened. I was like, I can't see. I was like, I'm so drunk and a little bit high, I might not actually be here. I don't even know. It was such a...
Yeah, tell the joke.
I'll tell the banging Jim joke.
Yeah.
It's a joke about how slang makes no sense anymore to me. Like, I've got to that. Because when I was a bouncer, one of the reasons I stopped being a bouncer is because I stopped understanding slang and it started to make me feel old when you had 18-year-olds and you don't know what they're saying. And the example I gave was banging Jim, which is what people say now instead of going to the gym. That's the phrase. What are you up to? I'm going to the gym. So now they replaced it with banging Jim, which is fine once it's been explained to you. And I'm saying because the first time I heard it, I stood outside my club and we had my mate Leon actually. It was the first time we worked with him. And he's there with his mate, he's just gone, bruv, you still banging Jim?
That's nice.
I thought, how nice he could be this open in this sort of... Because I was like, you never see this with bouncers. Like, that's really cool. And he was like, yeah, I'm still banging Jim. I'm banging Jim 5 or 6 times a week, man. I was like,
Poor Jim.
because he's there getting, no, I'm tearing it up. I was like, oh, mate. I know they're getting, it's still a workplace, guys. It's still a workplace. You know what I mean? Oh, and it was that whole night, it sort of just cracked me up because the first time we heard it, it was just hysterical. And there's so many different types of slang that when you hear it, it's just like, all right, that's just weird.
Yeah.
Like the slang for a stabbing is now called wetting you up. They don't call it, it's not a stabbing. Like, I went, you'd get shanked. That's what I knew when I was a kid. Now it's wetting you up in the first.
Wetting you up?
Yeah, and this kid threatened me. He was like, I'm going to come here and wet you up.
You can try.
I was thinking water fight or something. I was like, I'm coming with a bucket going, you should have thrown me out. Yeah. And then I tried to use the threat and I got it very, very wrong. And I tried to threaten someone and I was like, mate, if you ever come back to this club, I'm going to get you so wet. You see this kid just shit himself.
He was wet.
It just became like that became the joke, and it was just so much fun to do that everywhere because every area's got their version of some sort of slang that everyone else just goes, what the fuck are they saying?
Yeah.
So it was my favourite joke.
So how did you say? Well, we've got to talk about the fact that you were in musical theatre and you were a bouncer. They seem quite sort of opposite ends of the cultural spectrum. In terms of,
I grew up in Enfield, in North London, and it was very much. We grew up a bit kicking shit out of each other. To be honest, that was the era that we grew up in. So all the local doormen, everyone knew each other anyway. And it was my cousin that got me into doing door work, and it was awesome because you go on the weekends, you're there earning money and going out for a drink. And at that time as well, because it wasn't licensed, people didn't fuck about with doormen. So there was actually less trouble. Just out of the thing you might, because if you kick off with a group of doormen, like you're probably going to lose. So there was less trouble there.
You are.
So it was actually easier then. And then, but what happened was I was training, I just finished college, I was training as a dancer, I was training musical theatre at Palm Studios. So I now had my days free because I was working on the weekends. So I could always audition. And then I got Daddy Cool, which was at the Shaftesbury. And just before they knocked all this down, there used to be a nightclub called Sin. And I actually worked there as well. So I'd literally finish the theatre, put my suit on and walk around the corner and go to the club and work there at the weekends. And it was hilarious if people had been to the show and they walk round, they walk into the club and they're just going, what's that? And the thing is, like, I'm an arsehole. So when people go, well, have we just seen you on stage? I go, mate, we don't all look the same. That is really what a horrible thing. I'm like such an arsehole, I know. I know it's wrong as well. But oh my God, I'm so sorry. It's like, no, you've done enough. I know it's bad as well.
But you didn't pursue the dancing, the musical theatre. What happened there?
No, well, after I did Daddy Cool, I did tours and other shows, and then my son was born and ruined all my dreams.
They do that.
No, at that point, I thought to myself, and this is when I started comedy actually, because I thought to myself at that point, right, that chapter's done. My child needs stability, so I got a normal job. And I used to work in IT. I used to do. It was actually very exciting. I used to do data security and networking compliance.
It's good.
Oh, right. What?
Then we've got another drink.
It's time for the Sambuca.
Oh, amazing. Solutions architect. You need a GDPR compliance?
Do you know the worst
God.
thing? I am genuinely quite interested because data is our lives. I mean, our data is really important.
Yeah.
Right? Afterwards.
Yeah, so that's what I would do.
Consultancy.
And then it was a friend of mine, because I used to teach at Pineapple, and there was a girl that used to teach called Christina Canby who got given a comedy course for her birthday. So I went to watch their graduation at the comedy pub, which was like 10 comedians doing 5 minutes each. It's fucking terrible. People were like, I'm watching this as a performer going, I know what a show should look like, and this doesn't feel like a show. She was actually very good because she's a naturally funny person anyway. And then it was after that, again, because I'd had stupid drinks, she was like, oh, you should give this a go, like, you could do this. And I mistakenly put my name down to do an open mic at Dirty Dick's, thinking, yeah, they'll never email me, it'd be fine. And then they did, said, yeah, we've got a 5-minute spot if you want to come and do, and it was in 3 weeks. And that whole 3 weeks, I was dreading it, but the thing that gave me the confidence is when I told my friends, none of them took the piss. And you know what boys are like, you could change the smallest thing about yourself, and you will get roasted for a solid half an hour. On, like, literally, my mate Bill had a new haircut that we just thought was slightly different. So we took the piss out of him until we broke him. Like, that's what all boys are doing. We're horrible to each other, and it's amazing. And the fact that when I told them I was like, I'm going to go and do stand-up, all of them were like, yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay.
And I thought, maybe I can do it. And then I literally went down there, and the first joke I told, I was hooked, and that was it for me.
Amazing.
So after that, I was like, I'm doing stand-up.
What are you going to do? It's a big risk, though. Right? I mean, if you've got kids and...
Yeah, well, I didn't go
not
full-time until 5 years ago. Right. So at the beginning, I'd gig maybe once a month, if that. It was really just to sort of let it out. Because if you're a performer, you have to perform.
But then, given your background, the musical theatre, you knew what it was like to stand on stage.
Yeah.
There is there is a certain sort of framework to it.
Yeah,
isn't there? Like don't shit your pants.
So this is the thing. With comedy, I've never had a bad gig. I've never died on stage, like ever.
But nearly. Did you not?
Yeah. But that's literal.
Yeah.
Like with a show, I've never had a bad gig.
No.
And
well, you did tell the same joke twice.
Yeah. But
that was good.
Because of how I ended it, they thought it was a bit.
Good.
So they were pissed themselves laughing by the end because I just carried on like it was actual. I meant to. And once they saw that I was really, really drunk, and it became funny.
Yeah.
And that's probably the closest one that I've come to having like a horrible gig. But a lot of it's because it's not that I'm good at it. It's because I made all my mistakes doing musical theatre.
Yeah.
So you know how to be on stage, you know how to tell a story. Because I had loads of horrible gigs when I was performing in dance troupes or doing theatre and forgetting your lines.
Yeah.
Like, loads of times. So because of that discipline, it made this one a lot easier.
But that you did have a bit of a health scare on stage. I mean, is that
Bit of a health scare.
Yeah.
More than that, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before let's talk about health scare. Let's talk about health scares. Let's have a sambuca. Yeah. Can we pour the sambuca? Look, don't moan. It's free, for goodness sake.
Free. They have
Well, it's free. You've sort of paid for it, but all right.
So why not Sambuca? Why not Sambuca? It's,
Are you fucking mad?
Hold on. Look. There you go, mate. You just sip it. That's the fucking point
No,
of
it's
it.
a shot. You can't.
No, this is what we're trying to tell. What are you doing? All right.
Look how thick it was as well.
I know. Look at the legs on it, though. That's why you've got to talk. Look at the legs. Look, it's really clinging to the glass. Smell the aroma. No one's ever drunk Sambuca like this.
No one ever.
No.
The Italians.
The Italians, it's an aperitivo.
It's not, it's a digestivo.
A digestivo, sorry.
It's a digestivo.
All right, let me hush, guys. Go shh.
Okay.
Sambuca, talk us through your relationship with it.
So every time we do this, we ask the guests to suggest something that they just cannot drink.
Yeah,
And it's this.
Yeah.
And it's this. So what we try and do is find an example of the thing you really hate, and prove that actually is. It can be really good.
I'd rather drink a pint of piss.
Yeah.
Well, you're very lucky.
That's our last drink.
That's our last drink of the night.
But the problem with Sambuca is it's pretty distinctive, and I don't really think there is even the best. And Luxardo make a very good Sambuca, but it is still Sambuca. And this is hard. If you don't like aniseed, essentially that.
Do you like any aniseed drinks?
Not really. It's just this one. This one has just got horrid memories. It was cool. That was the thing. Like, I would do rounds of Sambuca, and then you'd go in after a shot, and all bars would do deals on them. Like, it'd be like 3 for a £5. So then all of a sudden, could I have 18 shots, please? And it's just all sorts. This is where it's always at this point that the night goes downhill.
Yeah.
That's what that signifies to me.
Did you do it at the end of the night? Did you?
No. You did it sort of.
To get it going.
Yeah, maybe. After you've done a tactical chunder, that's the best way to get rid of the...
And flaming? Did you ever have it flaming?
Yeah, even that, the fact that someone goes, oh no, let's set it on fire. And you still... And burn up, because we used to this thing
Did you put it on your...
No, you set it on fire, then put your hand in it, and then lift it up. Yeah. I was like, what? Oh, let's burn... We're weird people, aren't we?
It's strange. I put it on my nipple before, and... Yeah, it's fucking hot.
Yeah,
it's fucking hot.
And you go, why?
And then it burns. I'm quite a hairy human. Yeah, and it's quite it
nice
burns.
Smell,
lovely smell. Better than Sambuca. Yeah. The smell of burning hair.
Oh, fuck it, man. Cheers, everyone.
Just sip it. You can sip it. Oh,
you can sip it, and it is. And it is.
I just tasted Falaraki again.
Yeah. Just takes you back.
Yeah.
It's a distinctive taste for sure. Better than tequila. But
better than
tequila.
Oh. No. Have you ever been to Mexico?
No. Yeah.
Oh. They do like real tequila. Then it's actually done like a drink.
Yeah.
Rather than you don't shoot it, you sip at it.
Oh.
It's lovely.
There we go. Come back. We had a mezco in our last taste.
Because they asked the questions and I was tired when I answered them.
Yeah.
I should have lied. That's what I should have done.
Should have said something. I hate Bordeaux.
Champagne. Can't stand it. Oh. The more expensive, the worse it is for me.
Yeah.
Get it done. We would have got it. Well, we got this. Luxardo is the best in terms of the production. They are the best, and they've been making it since 1821. And they make a lot of liqueurs. This is flavoured with aniseed, so that's why people find it quite a distinctive and sometimes unpleasant taste. 9 times out of 10, it's because they've been drinking hard and then they've had a shot of this and they've been sick.
Yeah.
A bit like tequila. And they blame...
It's the wafer thin mint of the drinks world. Yeah. It's like the last thing that makes everyone just...
And they're puking in their handbag blaming this.
The other thing as well is because you always, especially when you're drunk, you always spill it or you'll be in the bar.
Yeah,
and next thing you know, your hands are so sticky.
They are.
And that takes months to come off, apparently. It's
Yeah. But Luxardo also make lots of other liqueurs, so we thought we'd try a different one from Luxardo to see if we could twist your arm.
Why?
So we're going to have limoncello.
Limoncello.
Hey. Yeah, okay. Right, let's have some limoncello.
So look at this.
Are you going to pour the limoncello into the Sambuca?
No. We've got other.
You might as well do that.
No, this is no chance, mate.
Do it. You know you're
I'm not drinking.
Do it.
No.
Do it. Yes. You see, that's the problem with
Irresponsible.
Also, it's why when you worked in clubs, that's why floors are so sticky.
Yeah.
I'll take the.
Hoo-ha! All right, as the limoncellos are going around, let's just go back to.
I just want to say a very quick word about
okay.
what
Oh,
the
yeah, sorry.
limoncello is, because we're going to taste it, and that's too much as well. But
Okay, you just sip this, Emmanuel,
so
because
again,
you have got a good
Luxardo,
later.
they know how to make it. They use real ingredients, so fresh lemons and peels and pulps. They're Italian, so they are legit in terms of sambuca and limoncello. And
It smells better.
it smells of lemons, which is better than aniseed.
A lot of limoncellos are made with just synthetic flavours, but they actually do whack actual
The
fruit
real
into
stuff.
this.
And like I
Real.
say, they've been doing it since 1821, so if you're going to get a limoncello,
Luxardo's the one.
that is one of the best. And they are sticky and they are sweet, because they can put about 15 grams of sugar per 100 millilitres of alcohol. So they're allowed to put them in liqueurs. The Sambuca's 38%, which is also very strong. So if you're drinking that, you know, you're going to do yourself a bit of harm if you're drinking it like Emmanuel drinks it. And the limoncello's only 27%.
So you
So
know,
it's,
it's like free, it's like one of your 5 a day, really.
Yeah.
yeah. So what do you think of that?
Hold on, let's have a. I'm going to shoot this because that's what it's for.
No,
No,
sip it as if you've just eaten some like lasagna or one of those.
This is a shot.
No, it's not. It's an after dinner drink. Digestif. Digestivo.
It's a shot.
It's a shot.
Okay. All right. Are you going to shoot it? All of that?
Oh God, no! Come on. This is
a
irresponsible
highly
drinking.
irresponsible drinking.
Right, Emmanuel. I want to know about because your current tour, or
Yeah.
the show you're doing at Edinburgh, is called
Life after near death.
After Near Death.
Yeah.
So,
It's a really fun topic.
Yeah.
well, you need a topic like
You
this.
need
these
Jeopardy.
days, you need-
If you're going to win an award, it needs
Yeah.
to have a sort of
But
dark
this is pretty
side.
serious. I mean, this is pretty.
Yeah,
this
this-
is pretty serious.
The base of the show is 2019. I was on stage in Dubai, and on the last day of the show, I went into heart failure on stage. And then I didn't. Spoiler alert! I make it through.
This is AI.
He was so worried. I actually had someone say, to me, "Did you get through it all right?" I was like, no, I didn't. I
Didn't make it.
Yeah, it was. The weird thing was, obviously at the time, I didn't know it was heart failure. I didn't know what the fuck it was. I very much didn't go. I didn't go to hospital.
What happened?
No,
then?
why?
What was,
You can't breathe. So it's dilated cardiomyopathy, which basically means your heart has grown. The walls of your heart get really thick, and my heart
Thick or thin?
Thick.
Thick.
Yeah. So it doesn't pump the left side of the heart. It doesn't pump oxygenated blood around the body.
Right.
So literally, I couldn't get whole sentences out. It was like word, take a breath.
Really?
Word. Yeah, I was fucked. And I literally at that time, I grew up with asthma as well. So I thought, is it an asthma attack? So I was like, right, I'll deal with it when I get home. So that night I couldn't sleep. And then I got a plane. We got the plane home, and lucky enough, I was actually sat next to 2 paramedics who were sat there, and they were like, yeah, this dude, they're like, he needs oxygen. And I'm there still being stubborn, going, I'm fine. And the thing is, the reason I didn't want anyone to help me is because up until this point, I used to smoke like 30, 40 a day. Wow. Easily. I smoked a lot. And that night when I got back to the hotel, I started coughing up so much blood that I told my brain, this is lung cancer and you're not making it. So at that point, I was like, I couldn't give a fuck at this point. I was so pissed off with myself because I thought, I'm the one that's done this. That on there, when they were like, have some oxygen, I was like, yeah, whatever. Then I got back to London, went to the hospital because I knew I had a throat infection. So I thought, if they give me some antibiotics, that'll go, then they can sort the rest out. And I've never seen anyone admitted in any ER that quickly. Yeah. They were like, you're a lot sicker than you think you are. And I was literally in the ICU for like 3 weeks.
Fuck.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was bad. So then, and like I at that point didn't know what was happening. And there was 2 bits that still make me laugh, because I thought it was lung cancer. I was literally lying there waiting to be told so I could just die. I'd pretty much given up. And they came in, they were like, it's heart failure. And I was like, yes! Oh my goodness! Oh yeah, I went high five and the fuck is wrong with this guy? And I was like, I thought you were going to literally, I was waiting for you to come and tell you it was cancer. And they're like, no, it's not cancer, it's heart failure. Then they explained what heart failure was, and I thought, fuck. I was like, oh, okay. And then literally they were telling me, and they were like, and there was this nurse who was definitely having a bad day. Because I was trying to find out what was going on because no one had given me the final results. And so I still didn't know, because they didn't know what was going on. They didn't know what the cause was or anything. And I'm trying to ask this nurse, I was like, has anyone said anything? And she was so pissed off, she was just like, basically, your heart isn't working at all. There's no oxygen being pumped around you. That's why you need the mask. They're actually looking for a heart transplant right now because your heart is in such bad shape. And at any point, you might just die. I walked out. I was like,
All right. Give it to me straight.
I'm like, yeah, but what do you really think? And then and sort of being told that, and all of a sudden, because you go through thinking, no, I'll be fine, and then you sort of realise, fuck, I might die. Yeah. And so I wouldn't go to sleep because I thought if I fall asleep, I ain't waking up. And then you're sort of just lying there. And this is the thing I love about comedy, because laughing will get you through so much. Because I'm lying there at one point, I'm going, imagine if this is my last thought. And I couldn't help myself. I was like, imagine if this is my last thought. Imagine if this is my last thought. Imagine if this is my last thought. Like, to talk to myself, laughing. And they must have thought I was a psycho, because I just sitting there giggling to myself. And then you go, what if this is my last thought? And then the intrusive thoughts in your brain, my brain was like, porn. I was like, that can't be my last thought. I was like, no. Porn. I was like, no, stop. Shut up, brain. I'm just trying to think. It's like trying to think of anything else. Yeah. And then you can't now.
It's like the Marshmallow Man in Ghostbusters.
Yeah, it's now that's all you can think of.
Yeah.
And it was one of those where I just thought, so now this show is sort of everything that I think past that point. Because now I just care so much less about everything.
Really?
Yes, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's just stuff.
And are you quite an active guy? So is it?
I was, and if I wasn't, they'd told me that I'd have died if I wasn't as active as I am. At that point, yeah, they were like, yeah, your fitness has probably saved you at this point. Really? And that was even with being a smoker. Like, I've not had a cigarette since. I still want one. That taught me about addiction, because I never used to understand when someone says they're an alcoholic. I was like, how can you be an alcoholic if you stop drinking now? I never used to get that connection. Whereas now I still feel like a smoker. I just don't smoke. And I was like, it makes sense to me now, because even after that, I always want a cigarette. I just know I'm never going to have one. Sometimes I have dreams that I've smoked, and I wake up and I'm like, oh, you idiot, why did you do that? But I remember it was a dream, and I'm like, yes! It's free cigarette!
And these paramedics that you met on the plane, did you stay in touch with them, or
Oh no, the moment I got off the plane I did, because I didn't know they were, and at that point I wasn't in a great state for it anyway. No. But it's sort of looking back, and when they, there were so many points that I could have died, and now, to me, it's absolutely hilarious, because I knew I had a throat infection. I knew that. So when I was in Dubai, I was like, I got these painkillers, because I was like, it really hurt. And then one of the promoters there was like, well, I've got some antibiotics, like general ones that could help. So they gave me those, and I was lying there, and because I couldn't sleep, because every time you lie down, because the organs move, I now can't breathe. So, but I didn't know that was why. I just know I couldn't sleep. Now, sorry, ladies, but there's something that guys do when they can't sleep. If you're not there and we can't sleep, there's a very easy way for us to get to sleep inside about 6 minutes.
Wow!
What are you doing with the other 5?
I'll be search for my favourite link. I used to go for porn like incognito. Now I've got it saved in my favourites. I'm lazy and I know what I like. I can't bother to search anymore. It's there. So basically, I had some special alone time. We'll call it that. That's a much nicer way of saying it. Nice. Basically, I dragged myself around that room like a slug. But so even now, my brain's going, "Don't say it." And that sent my heart obviously into overdrive, and apparently like that could have killed me. And I was like, do you know what? I am not famous enough to die that way. Like, imagine being found like after taking painkillers, taking what was it called? Oh, what's the other one called? What are they called? And painkillers, antibiotics. After having a couple of drinks, and then you go, that's not work. So I'm going to wank myself to death. And then just being found in the morning,
busty Latinas.
flaccid as well at that point as well.
There's no come. He didn't complete.
Didn't even finish.
He didn't complete.
Yeah. So there's so many bits like that now afterwards. I think you've got to laugh through the crap because it's all crap.
Yeah.
So that was, and so it's been quite fun.
Has it changed now? I mean, are you more active now? Or do you
Much more active. now.
Right, but you can still have a drink.
So do you go to the gym?
Not really. Once or twice.
Yeah.
Once or twice. A few push-ups every now and again. I live in the gym. It's my therapy.
Right.
Yeah.
Heart transplant?
No, I didn't have anything done. So like they wanted to put a device in which is like a pacemaker, but it just regulates the heart rate. But I didn't want that because they didn't know why it started. They still haven't figured it out. So saying that, they did genetic testing on me, and they found a genetic abnormality, but it's not one that's ever been reported on before. So she was like, "You are literally one in like 8 billion." I was like, "Oh, thank you."
So lucky.
I agree. And so because they didn't know what started, I was like, "You're not cutting me open if you don't know why." Because from then, and it's quite annoying, but from then, as surgeons want to cut you open. So, but if they do that, it's sort of a tick box, and then you're off to someone else. I was like, you need, and I was very lucky that I had these heart failure nurse specialists that just asked more questions. They were like, we're not going to do that because his heart is getting better. Plus, because like the way, when she first came into the room, she walked in, looked at me and walked out, and I thought, well, that was weird. But from her point of view, she walked in with a set of stats, expected to see someone with 8% heart function, so I should be in like pretty much a coma. And as she's walked in and I'm like sat, I'm on my laptop, I'm there talking to her, she was like, well, this can't be him because the notes don't match. So because of that, she just asked more questions until it's like, I'm still in contact with those guys because they did an amazing job. Like it's literally thanks to them that I was able to get through because they asked more questions than anyone else. They took it a little bit further.
Yeah, and also, I suppose you're getting regular checks now, and it's like...
So now I get checked maybe once a year. So now, like, it's I wouldn't say... I don't know if I'll ever be, like, 100%. But, so generally now, I'm, like, the best shape I've been, like, health-wise, ever. Just
And you can still have some me time, can you?
Yeah, so I've some question time.
And you can still drink, so should we have some whiskey?
Yes.
So I'm going to finish off with some PT whiskey, which you did suggest?
I do love a whiskey.
Yeah.
Hold on, sorry, I don't know what you think you're doing.
It's weird, isn't it?
come on.
I don't know what you think you're doing.
It's not like you, Ben. Come on, down the hatch.
Oh, fucking rugby
I'm going to give you
bellend.
those too.
My son's plays for Ealing Trailfinders. I've been on rugby
Oh,
tour.
I know that club. I played against them many years ago.
Yeah.
They're on a decent side, actually.
They are good. They are good. Go away, yeah.
No one knows. It's so strange. I'm 40. Oh, do you know what? You actually won't find out on the internet. So,
No, I tried to look up.
So when it comes to my age, anyone says, how old are you? That's always my answer. No one knows. And the reason was, when I started with in comedy, there was shows we wanted to do on like Comedy Central, places like that. And TV channels can be quite ageist now. So
Yeah, that's why we haven't made it.
If you literally, it would be that you go 18 to like 28. If you're in that bracket, or if they don't know, it's different. But if you're in that bracket, because that's their viewing age, they want people to be that age. So if I went in there and sort of told them, because my age at that point, they would have just gone, no, he's too old. So I just didn't say it ever, so no one knew. Because if they don't know, they can't use it against you. But then I said it for so long. Then someone showed me, actually, they're like, do you know if you Google you, one of the first things that comes up is how old is Emmanuel
Well,
Sonubi.
I googled it because
Yeah.
I was desperately trying to get a link between you and this beer,
Yeah.
which was first brewed in 1982. Were you born in 1982?
I wasn't born in 1982.
Shit!
Yeah. So because of that, what I did, and this is my tech background, I went through to about 7 different reputable websites and changed my date of birth on all of them. Yeah, so I've got different dates of birth everywhere. I'm Nigerian. What more did you expect? Right?
Just
Yeah.
Well, we're having a 12-year-old whiskey. Are you 12? We're having Lagavulin because actually Brett, your manager,
Yeah.
so he suggested that you liked
yeah.
a peated whiskey.
Yeah.
He said 2 brands. He said Lagavulin and there was another one that you particularly liked.
Oh, there's few. There's even this one. There's Glenlivet. I do
Okay.
like. I do like an Oban as well.
Oban, yeah,
Oban's
okay.
a lovely
That's less
whiskey.
peated, but
Yeah,
we've gone for a smoky one. I don't know.
it's very, very nice.
this is
Wow, this is good. This is good gear.
But
also,
I will tell you though, I am 44.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
exclusive. 44.
I say it now because I've done TV now, so I can't give a fuck anymore.
Okay, yeah.
It's
You've made it.
Hang on, so 81? No,
1980.
1980.
Right, so I've been trying to write material on this because I am New Year's Eve 1980, which is no, it's not a wow.
No,
It's
it's
not-
a bit
people always
shit.
people either go wow or no, you're lying, and I'm like, it's only New Year's Eve. It's just because it's a day. Like there are 8 billion people on the planet, and there's only 365 days. A lot of us are born on New Year's Eve. It's the worst fucking birthday.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I'll tell you why, because I never get to live in my age. It's not Christmas. I don't get to live in my age. If your birthday's in June and you turn 38, you go, oh, 39 next year. I wake up and it's already this year.
Yeah.
So you're entitled to lie about your age.
So yeah, see, it's like, oh. You
I'd
don't
be
get to sit
confused
in-
how old I was. I'd be like,
Yeah,
I'd
you
say
don't.
Christmas is worse.
Yeah.
You're competing with Jesus.
Oh,
I mean, actual Jesus.
Oh, I'm not bothered. Like, I don't bother with my birthday anymore. Like, that's what I started writing about because I was like, I don't think it's not my achievement. I don't even remember it. Like,
No.
I didn't do anything. I think mothers should be the ones that have birthday celebrations. So if you've got 5 kids, you get 5 birthdays that year.
Here he
because
goes.
true.
Here he goes.
Yeah.
you're the one that did it.
Yeah,
Listen.
What did we do? Nothing.
yeah.
Such a
I
small
also
bastard.
think once you get to a certain age, I mean, you don't want to celebrate, but it's good, as you've just proven with near-death experience. Birthdays are celebrating. I'm still here. Thank fuck. But also, it's like, look, get over it. It's your birthday. It's
yeah.
not a big deal.
Oh,
just,
you
know,
didn't do
if you want to
anything on
get
that day.
candles. I mean, just
His
yeah.
wife loves birthdays. So I think this is a
Yeah,
slightly
it might be.
passive-aggressive- passive-aggressive
Yeah,
message
there's a
to his
lot.
wife,
There's a lot.
Who
of
won't
part-
be fucking watching anyway. She
Nah,
doesn't care.
anyway.
She doesn't
I
watch
hate
any of this
birthdays.
shit.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Okay, yeah, that's
Literally, like you, it's your kids' birthdays that you'll enjoy
Yes.
because
Yeah.
remembering
Yeah.
the day.
And you've got
But
kids.
even then, I've got kids, and I'm like, it's not your achievement. I don't know why you're banging. Like, you were actually hideous when you were born. Like, covered in shit. That's what you were. Horrible. I didn't like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Terrified.
We're going to have some whiskey. So
are.
this was suggested by you, and this is actually it's a
That's
Lagavulin,
lovely.
but it's a special, one of the distiller's special releases. So this is a limited edition Lagavulin, and it's retailing now for about 160 quid a bottle. So, but also it's limited. So if you get hold, if you like it,
out the Smirnoff Ice.
If you
Oh,
get hold
it's
of it,
really nice. You got
some of their limited edition stuff is now going for about £3,000 in auction. So what we're having now is there's not much of it, and it is smoky. Have you been drinking whiskey? Have you been around the whiskey regions? Or
I've been drinking whiskey since I was about 14.
Your mate's dad.
Yeah.
of course.
So it's me and my best mate Oddie. He's got a whole cupboard of whiskies, and every now and again we will literally just go around there, find a decent bottle, and drink it. And even though, like you say, one's like 160 quid a bottle, I've never understood people that buy because whiskey doesn't appreciate the same way wine does. Like it'll still taste the same in 20 years.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you're gonna buy a nice bottle, fucking drink it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's what
Buy
we'll go
2
and do.
bottles. That's
Yeah.
what we always say. Buy 2 bottles because you might as well. I mean, if it's going to be worth £3,000 in a few years, you might as well.
But I want to drink it.
Yeah.
Drink one, keep one.
If I like it, I'm going to drink the other one.
That's where it comes from.
Yeah, no, I agree. I totally agree. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, but
It's worth $3,000.
but we're desperate for money.
Yeah,
Tom.
we really are. Nothing we do ever makes money. It's true. And we're not on telly.
The Chinese economy is booming, that stuff's going up.
But also they're
Well,
going to, there's been a whole, the recent news that India has relaxed the tariffs on Scotch whisky means that
that's lovely.
that's going to be big.
I should say this is cask strength as well. So, so we're looking at 57.4%.
Yeah.
So really, what you should do with that is add a little bit of water.
Yeah.
Add a little bit of water because it is very punchy.
It's a beautiful distillery as well.
It's one of the oldest distilleries on Islay. Islay is, if you are into whiskies, it's well worth the trip. There's not much there. It's very barren. And the reason that it tastes smoky is because they're using peat as a fuel to heat up the kiln and then cook the barley. And that smoky smell sticks to the barley.
What I love about whiskey is you've got to wait so long for it to be made. Imagine waiting 16 years for your drink to be made and you taste it and go, well, that was shit.
Yeah.
But they know what they're doing.
They do, and they are tasting it. But over the years, well, that's what's interesting about English whiskey at the moment is there's a lot of distilleries in England at the moment trying to make whiskey, and they're getting to 3 years, and they want to bottle it because they've borrowed all this money off the bank to set up a £5 million distillery, and they've told the bank that, well, we can't really sell any liquid until it's mature. Yeah. And so we get to 3 years, and they're trying to put it in bottles, and it's
already.
rank. It's rank. But the best English whiskey now are competing with the Scots. In fact, the Scots, Hamish is Scott, he's in the front row, they're shitting themselves.
They are shitting themselves.
You can't be.
No, the English whiskey's really good. World whiskey's really good. So
The Indians make some nice
they do.
introduce us to it.
Yeah.
The was it Japanese when their whiskey? They.
Yeah.
I was reading this thing that they would actually ship over the water from Scotland just to copy it to the tea.
Yeah, and the peat. So they use Scottish peat to try and...
How do you feel when people call Jack Daniels a whiskey?
It is a whiskey.
It is a whiskey.
It's an American whiskey. It's an American whiskey. It's a Tennessee
Oh,
whiskey.
like old number 7, that Jack Daniels.
Yeah, it's an American whiskey.
It's a bourbon. It's a bourbon.
It's not a bourbon.
Well, it's a Tennessee whiskey.
Well, actually,
Yes, you
no,
got me.
actually,
Well, we could get quite
it is made
geeky.
according to the filtration process isn't what they use in Kentucky, but it isn't actually against the rules of bourbon. So you could legitimately call it a bourbon.
We've got an informative.
I don't know. This isn't why people.
We have an informative pamphlet we can provide you with all the details.
It's
on
how
that.
I judge bars. If I go into a bar and say, what whiskies have you got? And they say Jack Daniels, I leave.
Well, that's fair. That's fair. No, I think that's fair. That's fair.
When they say Captain Morgan, same deal.
Yeah.
But do you like bourbon?
I don't mind it, but if I'm going to choose, like, I'm very much a whiskey man. Like, I could quite happily. I'm thinking of ways I can steal that bottle, if I'm being honest. Like, I want
You have one of them. We've kept one aside for you.
I want to phone my mate. I was like, straight away, I was like, dude, I've got a bottle, we've got to drink it. And because that's the kind of thing that we, saying that on just after Christmas, we do it every year, where we, it's normally on Boxing Day. Our kids are relatively the same sort of age. And so we've basically turned into his dad, where I will go over there during the day, and there's all sort of the day leftovers, all of that's out there. The kids go and play, and literally he and I sit there. Bottle goes in the middle, and then we do not move for that whole day. And we've got a bottle of whiskey. We'll be drinking Guinness through the day with a little whiskey chaser, and that lasts throughout the whole day. And the Christmas last year, I felt fine again until I stood up. And then I got home safely. I got a taxi home. And I'm actually wearing them. Right, so these trainers, right? Jordan 1s. These trainers, my son has been saying for ages that he wants matching Jordans with me. I'm not spending that much money on a pair of trainers for a 10-year-old because they're fucking idiots and he's going to ruin them. So I'm not getting Jordan 3s because those ones, the 3s before, I'm very much a trainer person. Those ones, I'm not spending that money on a 10-year-old to fuck up those trainers.
And their feet grow quickly.
Yeah. So these trainers, I was at a Nike outlet store, and I found these trainers in his size for like 27 quid, and I thought, perfect. Yeah, so I bought the trainers. He opened them on Christmas Day. He opened them, so happy. It's like, we've got matching Jordans. I was like, this is so nice. I wore these when we went to the Boxing Day drinks. Fast forward to like the 29th, my sister was doing this charity thing that I said I'd go to. So we've all gone there. I'm getting dressed, and I'm like, right, where's my shoes? And Noah said, let's wear our trainers, Daddy. I went, yeah, no problem. They already left. I found one of them. I'm like, where's my other shoe? I'm looking around my house. I was like, and now I'm getting pissed off because I'm like, where's my fucking shoe? Like, who's moved my shoe?
Is that how it goes?
Yeah.
That's how it goes in my house.
I was like,
who the fuck's moved
my shoe? So then I'm like trying to find. So then I phoned out to Mum, and I was like, has anyone moved my shoe? I was like, I can't find it. Why has someone moved my shoe? And she was like, did you bring it home with you when you left Oddie's? And I've gone, what a stupid fucking question. I was like, why would I leave Oddie's with one? I was like, oh, actually, wait there a minute. Let me call you back. Phone up Oddie. The moment he answered the phone, he went, have you found your shoe? And I was like, dude. I was like, is my shoe at your house? He was like, no, you took your shoe. I was like, well, where is my shoe? I was like, why did I leave with one shoe? And he goes, dude, you couldn't stand barely. Like, you got one shoe on, but then you couldn't get the other shoe on. And I tried to help you, and you had to go at me for trying to help you because you were like, I can do my own shoe. And apparently, I was like telling them that I'm an adult, I can do my own fucking shoe. So I just walked out with my shoe under my armpit and got on the. He goes, you were that drunk, you were trying to act sober, and it was hilarious. Like, you were trying to speak to the cab driver. I was like, you mean typical? How long have you been working till?
Oh, God, no.
So then I was like, right, so I've gone on the Uber app and I phoned the cab driver, and I was like, you picked me up 2 days ago. And the moment he realised it was me, he just starts laughing. I was like, he was like, I'm an Uber driver, and that's the drunkest I've ever seen a person. And I was like, right, he goes, you were fine. I was like, did I get out of the car with my shoe? That's what I need to know. He goes, you had your shoe. He goes, I thought it was weird that you were carrying a shoe anyway, but you got out of the car. And then he goes, and you just sat on your wall for ages. I was like, you watched me. I was like, all right, so I know the timeline. I've got my shoe. So then I've then got on my Ring doorbell. I'm very fancy. I've got on my Ring doorbell, and I'm literally just watching me, and I'm sat on the wall for ages. And then I get up, and I go behind the bin and hide my own shoe. And then walk in. And I was like, and it was like, what? I've got no recollection of this. It's like, I'm there going, what are you doing? And then I've gone outside and like, my shoe is now soaking wet behind this bin. I was like, why would I hide my own shoe?
What do you think that was about?
I don't know, but apparently, knowing me, I probably didn't want to lose it.
Yeah,
so drunk logic, I hid my shoe from myself so I could get it later. Jesus. So then I've looked, because no one wants to wear matching Jordans, I'm there squelching in this thing with my soaking wet shoe.
Oh, no.
And at that point, I just accepted I lost it. And I was going to go and buy another pair of my size. So I have to try and save money, because when I got this, I bought these at a bargain as well. I was like, no, I don't want to pay full price for them. It's ridiculous, but yeah.
You must have seen some serious shit as a bouncer.
Yeah.
Have you seen anything like that? I mean, you must have seen like some weird shit, but people hiding their shoes by bins.
Right, this has been recorded, and I shouldn't. I'm going to say it.
Say
We've
it.
done some horrible things as bouncers, and I don't mean like violent things or anything. I mean taking the piss out of people. We've done, because when bouncers get bored, we will find ways to entertain ourselves. And there's one bit which is in the show. If you come and see the tour show, you'll hear this story. I used to work with this bouncer who's a dwarf, right? And
a little person.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Sorry, you got
got the link.
I even looked into. Yeah, I used to work with this. This.
Do you have a red hat? No, it's fine.
This guy, he's brilliant. He's actually a fucking nut job. Actually, it was funny to see him fight people. It really was. But when we used to work together, and when bouncers get bored, we find any way to entertain ourselves. So one thing he used to do is when people would come in, he'd only search the bottom half. And then he'd send it to me and go, my colleague will do the top half. Right? Which is hilariously funny. Yeah. Right? And then I remember I told this joke in a club, like trying out new material, and this lady came to speak to me afterwards. She went, you shouldn't say that joke actually because it's punching down. I was like, ironically, that's exactly how I fight him. She was not impressed. And then we used to do so many, like as bouncers, we had this one guy turn up and he was off his face. He was coked out of his mind. And he come to on the front door, he's gone, boys, any of you got any gear on you? Like, you do know what we do, right? We told him so many times, like, dude, we don't know. It's not happening. Like, go home. He was fucked. He kept coming back. I thought, you know what? The evil part of my brain was like, you're gonna have to just do it. So we used to work. The club was next to a sweet shop. So I went and bought those dib dabs. Yeah. And then we just took it out and like put it in a bit of a paper, like wrapped it up. And he came back. He goes, "No, boys, no. Have you got any gear?" I went, "For fuck's sake, mate, take this." And he's going, "How much?" I was like, "Just take it, mate. It's all right. Just take it. Just go home." And then he left. And I thought he'd do it and go, "Oh, the wankers," and then leave it. He came back about 10 minutes later, and his nose was glistening. Like he'd put his face in a bath bomb. It was just all the way around. He's like, "Guys, you got any more? You got any more?" At that point, we started selling him sherbet. Like, we made about 60 quid off him as well. Like, we just gave, literally, it was one of my mates, Phil, he was like, "If he comes back again, you've got to give him the lollipop. You're taking the piss." I was like, "No, you're about right, actually, yeah." That's probably one of the weirdest things I've seen on a nightclub door.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are weird. People are weird when they're drunk and they're out. Like, because of that, I've never had to make stuff up. Like, you can just say what happens outside a nightclub, and it's funny.
Yeah. But they didn't hide their shoe behind a bin.
No. Oh God, no, that was.
You still.
That's not even the dumbest thing I've done.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Now you've had a 57%.
I'll tell you a drunk story. Again, this is me and my mate Oddie, and it's always me and him because we are fucking idiots. And the problem is, all of me and my friends, we are all idiots. All of us. There's not a sensible one in our group. But because in all of our individual work fields, we've all done well. So the problem is we now think we're right. Because what we did worked. And when we were, oh God, I don't know, we would probably be like mid-20s. We were meant to be, me and Oddie were meant to be going Christmas present shopping. So we met up at the pub. We thought we'll have a quick beer, get some lunch, then we'll head into central London, do a bit of shopping. That lunch turned into about sort of 6-7 pints. We thought, well, we're not shopping now, are we? Might as well have another drink. And at that point, we got to maybe the 10-12 pint. We're fucked at this point. And one of Oddie's uni mates, Oddie went to university, Middlesex University, so in London, one of his mates has turned up and said he was going home. Did we want to go out? We thought he lived in London. And he said he was driving. So we were like, yeah, we'll go. So we got in the car, passed out, woke up, and went out on a night out, got absolutely cunted. It was bad. Did we not say that word?
You said it. No,
you just say it with alcohol.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Alcohol. It was bad. Actually, the only thing I do remember, I was going around thinking, I've actually never been to this part of London. This is all right. And that night we ended up. We checked into a hotel because we couldn't be bothered to try and get a taxi or a night bus home. I was like, I'm not making it. I was like, let's get a hotel. So we booked this hotel. Like walked into it, and they gave us a room. Woke up in the morning, still pretty bad. And we've come outside. We've checked out. We've walked out. And there's just the sea. And both of us are just looking. I was like, because I'm thinking, I'm pretty sure this is not the Thames. And we're going, where are we? And we're looking, I was like, that is definitely the sea. And literally we're asking people, and she was like, sorry, excuse me, and where are we? And they look at us like, you lot are crazy. We were in Brighton. He drove us to Brighton, but we passed out in the car. So it's like a kid when you wake up in your bed, you've teleported. Yeah. We just thought it was a 10-minute journey. So we thought, yeah, we're still in London. And we drove all the way to Brighton, went out, booked a hotel, came outside, went on Brighton seafront, And that's why we did a stag do there as well, purely off the back of that. And that was fun because we sold him that day, and that was...
You what?
We sold him.
What do you mean you sold him?
We sold him.
You know, the way you sell people.
Yeah.
What did you mean?
Oh, yeah. Oh, now it's bad.
As soon as I said it, I'm like, fuck, he's going to fucking stitch me here. As soon as I said it,
There must have been about
shit.
20 of us on this stag
Too
do,
easy.
and most of us are like, there's a lot of rugby players in this group, and we've all been drinking like this since we were kids. And so we literally said, like, the plan was every hour someone could buy Oddie, and then they'd have to do all of his drinking forfeits, and whatever they paid for him would go in the whip. That was the plan. So the first auction, we put him up for sale for £3, and then it sort of went out for £5, and then this all I've heard is tenner, and there was this hen party. They were like £10. I was like, sold. I was like, fuck it, take him. I was like, what can we do? I was like, we don't care. I was like, it's yours for an hour. Take him. And they so someone else is telling this story from another perspective, because what they had a load of challenges that they had to complete for their hen do. One of them was to get a picture of a guy with a bucket on his head and in his underwear. So they were like, well, we're doing this one. So he had to strip, but at that point we'd changed because we gave him what clothes he had to wear. So he's now in middle of Brighton in a pair of French panties. And he's got this bucket on his head, and they're like, "You got to go and stand by the wall, lean on the wall, and we'll take a picture." So he's gone on, and he's leant on this wall, but we're so drunk, it's not a wall, it's a double doors. And where he's leant on it, he's pushed the door open, and there's a wedding inside. And all they see is some drunk Greek dude with a bucket on his head, wearing French panties with a bollock hanging out. And we're standing there, I was crying so hard. To the point, because he's so drunk, he's oblivious, because he's just like, take the picture already. And I think that's someone's wedding that now has that. They're telling this on another podcast somewhere else, about the day their day was ruined by this drunk dude that tried to. I just hope at that point someone said, "Does anyone have any reasons why these two should not be wed?" And he pushed the door open. Me! It was brilliant, and then they took him. And at one point, we couldn't find him. And then his fiancée, his wife at the time, phoned me up because she was locked out. She was like, really sorry to call you, but we're locked out and I don't know what Oddie is. Do you know where he is? I was like, well, yeah, but you're not going to like it. I was like, I'll go find him. So we had to now search Brighton. So that became the drinking game. We did a pub crawl searching for him. And then we found him on Brighton Pier, dressed as Spider-Man. I was like, and I don't know what they did to him, but like, he was literally just going, no, they fucked me up, man. He's that Spider-Man face paint, everything. It was brilliant. Yeah, we've done a lot of stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank God for alcohol, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I think that like, Jesus. I don't even know what the time is.
Yeah. It's 20 past 8.
Yeah, okay.
It's not that late.
I'm not going to do a show.
I know. Don't do the same joke twice. Or do
Actually
it.
happened.
Tell that story.
That's a good one.
That's funny. Yeah, we should wrap it up. We've had a lot to drink. Everyone's had a bit to drink.
Yes.
But that has been brilliant. Really excellent.
really
Some of the
nice.
drinks are okay. Some of them are a bit shit. But thank you for your recommendations. That final drink was... That's
Do you have it with ice or...
I would put a bit of water in. Oh, no, I
Do you have
don't.
it?
No, Scottish people always go, you can't put water.
Have it how
Yes,
like.
you
can.
can.
You can have it how you like. In fact, Lagavulin and Coca-Cola, the Smoky Cokey, is a great drink. So you can have it how you
This,
like,
I
but
don't think I can put ice in this one.
you can put water in it though, and you should. 'cause
I wouldn't even
it's
put
57%.
water in it. Like I'd rather just. There was a place in New York. This is a whiskey bar. They said whiskey and tequila. That was it. Whiskey, tequila, water. That's all they sold. And they had like proper connoisseurs behind the bar. And I didn't want to believe it, but like they'll have a conversation with you and then go, "This is the whiskey you like," and they were right all the time.
What was the name of the bar?
I cannot remember. I had a lot of whiskey. I couldn't even tell you where it was. But and that's the thing. That's the first time that I'd actually drunk whiskey without ice, and I was like, actually, I quite like that.
Yeah, I mean, serving it at room temperature is better, but this should have a bit of water in it at the very least.
Because it is 54%.
Quite strong. And also the water will have benefit. Anyway. I mean, I'm just saying it for the cameras.
Yeah. Drink less, drink better.
responsibly.
Drink less, drink better.
I think the horse has bolted on that one.
Yeah, this is the least drink appropriate one we've done so far. We're not being responsible, but that is good gear. And also, it's in Johnny Walker Blends, which is where we first met you.
Oh.
Full circle.
And
It comes all the way back.
complete.
And when you asked that...
When you fucked us over on
Yeah.
the mixed bill and sent us out there to get devoured by the
Do
audience.
you know the year that you were at Altitude and you had those pouches
Yeah.
that you left there?
Yes.
They were there the year after.
Really?
Yeah, they were still there.
there
So
were a lot of
they had, what were they?
They were
These-
little kind of like Capri
we had a lot
Sun
of
type.
burn-
Yeah, like it looked like little Capri Suns, but filled with either rum, whiskey.
Yeah.
Was it just those two?
Mezcal.
I think we had mezcal.
We had there was so much of it they left. So the year after, you know Paul Smith.
Yep, yep.
So there's something they do at the Altitude Festival, which was it's the clown hole, but there's one night where all the comedians just do 5 minutes of just random shit. And normally what used to happen is all the comedians would get drunk and then do the 5 minutes. And it's on the poster that all the comedians get drunk. Paul, it was his first year doing it, so he read the poster and was like, oh, everyone's going to get drunk. Not realising no one was drinking for this 5 minutes. And because I clocked on that he was going to get drunk, I sat there and fed him so many of those.
Really?
Yeah, and he must have, mate, I'm talking, he went through at least 25 of them.
Whoa.
God.
Until like he realised, that, hold on, no one else is drinking. I'm like, no, I was like, it's just you, mate. I was like, he's there off his face now, and he's just, he did a set with his wife, and she's there telling jokes, and every now and again he goes, Manuel's a cunt. He's fucked me. No, he's fucked me. I'm smashed. There was like no jokes at all, and he's just there on stage going, I can't believe he's done this. So it's like, I'm not even sorry.
That's a good story, but that's not making the edit.
No.
No fucking
A,
way.
we didn't leave all that
weren't
expensive
there.
booze
We
behind,
weren't there,
and
man.
B, we
No,
weren't there,
no,
and this is
people
all...
should drink responsibly.
Yeah.
They touched Altitude.
I think we did our 5 minute bit. We did the alphabet of shots.
You had the pouches at Leicester Square Theatre.
Yeah, no, that was responsible tasting evening, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times, yeah. I'm glad you were there. Not enough people were there to have us back. We've never been back. What have you done, Leicester Square Theatre?
I've done Leicester Square Theatre.
Where are you next? Well, where are you in a month's time? Where you're going to be the Edinburgh Fringe?
I'm doing the Fringe. You at the Fringe? Yeah. I'll be at
Okay.
the Fringe for the full month, and then the tour starts in September.
You are going everywhere.
Yeah.
You go
It is.
everywhere,
That's going to be
It's going to be a fun tour.
Yeah.
I
Is there
do-
anywhere you're particularly looking forward to, or is it
A few, or definitely London.
Didcot? Are you doing Didcot?
We did it.
Where's that?
It's just down the road. You did Barnard Castle.
Are you
Yeah.
doing Barnacott?
That's
Yeah,
good.
Really
It's
lovely.
nice guy, yeah.
I'm looking forward to Southampton as well, the Attic, because that was actually the first tour show that I ever sold out.
Okay.
And that was sold up really quickly last year, so I always like going back to that venue. It's always fun. But there's so many. They're just so fun. All of them. The fact that people come to see you, I'm really happy to go and see them.
Amazing.
All right. Well, Emmanuel's on tour, so go and see him on tour. And a round of applause for our special guest today.
Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you, mate. We're not going to have another one of these until September, but obviously come back to the Museum of Comedy and see all the other stuff here. Please do follow us on social media as well as Emmanuel. And we're going to be on YouTube
Yeah.
doing a bike ride in June from Land's End to John O'Groats on a tandem bike, only stopping in pubs. Yeah, it's fucking stupid. And it's going to be bad, but it's all going to be on YouTube. And so, yeah, if you subscribe to YouTube, you'll be able to see all of that content and this as well. So tell your friends all about that. And please do drink responsibly. That's been absolutely the worst. It's been like fucking off the scale.
Yeah, I mean, that
bad.
you really undermined our whole ethos.
Paul has
Is it
got
meant
to
to
do
be-
such an edit.
Is that meant to be drink responsibly?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we did.
What were you thinking of? Things though, that's their own fault. You seen me drink.
I know.
I know. On the back of a bus, you were
Yes.
sculling from a bottle.
Oh,
I don't know.
that was a bad day.
Yeah. Enough.
Right.
Yeah.
Another round of applause for Emmanuel. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.